it's calming.
Yes, lavender is so good. I'm going live on here as well. If you're just now joining me, I am going live on my main page so everybody can join, because for whatever reason, technology is not my friend today. So I'm doing an essential oils class. It's essential oils. What is the big deal? So if that's what you're joining in right now, then welcome. All right, so Kathy, you want to introduce?
Yes, I'm Kathy Montgomery. I've been in the organization for about a year and a half, I think. And I come out that I've gotten really close to Thieves Oil. I was sick for the last a month ago that COVID got me, so
That'll get you.
Gave me some roller bottles, remedies, and it helps a lot.
Oh, it's amazing. I love it. There we go. Deborah's on. Yay. Hey. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you've been a part of our team for a minute, but you're still learning new things. And I love that about Young Living and about using oils is like, I'm still learning so many things too. Like, because there's like so much that you can learn in specific areas, which I love. You could just focus on oils for animals, right? And you would continue to learn forever. You could just focus on oils for hormones, oils for, digestion, like everything. And so there's always going to be more to learn, and not in like an overwhelming place, because you'll get to a place you're like, okay, I'm getting this down. Like I know where I'm going with it, but you can always specialize more in it, if that makes sense. So I love that, because we're always learning, we're always growing. Super exciting. I love it. Love it. Awesome. Okay. Do you want to introduce yourself, Judith?
My name is Judith, and I'm from Perry, Georgia.
Perry, Georgia.
Wow.
Yes, you are. Awesome. You do not use Young Living oils as of yet. Is that correct?
Well, yes, I do. I have a diffuser.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. Yes. Awesome. What is your favorite oil from Young Living?
Lavender.
Yes. We got a lot of lavenders tonight. Oh my gosh. I love it. Love it. I like lavender too. I like that it's so versatile, that you can really use it for like so many different things. I think that's my favorite part about it, about lavender specifically. But the scent of lavender is not actually my favorite. So that's just how it goes. So, okay. That angle is something special. On that screen. That's okay. Okay, if you're just now joining us live, I'm teaching in essential oils. What is the big deal tonight? And so we're going to be talking about why essential oils. Why should we even be talking about them, right? Why are people using them? Why is it such a crazy big deal? And some tips about how to save money by using essential oils, how I use them in my home, tips and tricks and all kinds of goody things. So we're going to be talking about all of that. Let me grab one of the books here. So if you are already a member of Young Living, then you probably have this book. But if you don't, this needs to be your step one. Okay, so this book is amazing. This is the Essential Oil Pocket Reference Guide. Now, I'll tell you, they actually have stopped printing this book. Okay, so it's actually going to be one of those, like, it's going to get really scarce as far as the actual book printing. Are they printing a new book? Yes. But every time that they do a reprint, they make it more and more compliant, and I'll say that, right? And so then we're taking away a lot of some of the things that we could be using oils for, but they don't want to print in a book because of different government stuff and all those things. So I always suggest getting this book or previous versions of this book. It doesn't have to be new. Get it used. Get it off of Amazon used. Get it at a bookstore. You can still find them because I feel like the older books are really good on actually telling you the good stuff. Does that make sense? They're going to tell you so much more than the newer ones on how to use these oils. So yes, Essential Oil Pocket Reference Guide. Pocket. Like, whose pocket is that fitting in? I don't know, but whatever. It's pretty massive. Yeah, it's a thick guy. I love this book. I've been using oils for a long time, and I still reference this book. It's an amazing one. I love it. Do they have an oil to help with headaches? all the time. Yes, they do, Deborah. We were going to talk about that in just a second. Let me finish about this book really quick. Okay, so how do I use this book? Okay, so it's going to list every single oil, every product that Young Living has when it was printed, which is great because if you get an oil like as a promo 1 month and you're like, I don't know how to use that, I don't know what to do with that, right? Go in the book, find it, right? And you're going to be able to look up that oil and tell you all the good things that you can use it for, which is awesome. It's also going to have all different kinds of techniques for applying the oils, which is really great. Here's my favorite part. Let's go to my favorite part here for a second, okay? I love looking in the glossary in the back, okay? So let's say I have a friend who's like, oh my gosh, my kid has hand, foot, and mouth disease. Or, oh my gosh, I have this special rash. Or I have this disease. Or I have whatever it is, okay? I can go in the back of this book. I can find it. Yes, it will be there. It's pretty crazy, everything that's still in here. I'm going to be able to find it. It's going to tell me what page number. I'm going to turn to it. I'm going to be able to find all kinds of information about that specific use, okay? It's going to tell me what oil singles, what oil blends are great to use, how to apply it. Sometimes they'll even give you a specific blend, and that will be a specific recipe to use, and it's game changer. I don't have to have everything memorized because that's just impossible, y'all, okay? Seriously. So if you have the references and the resources to know where to go to find the answers, then you're going to be set, okay? It's the same thing for you all, okay? Love it, love it. Hi, Jeremy. Okay, so you can use this book as a really good reference for learning all about your oils, all different kinds of blends for different things, as well as some of our Facebook groups and different things like that. So I'm definitely going to suggest this book for you. All right, so there's also some other books that I would suggest as well, but I don't want to take up our time tonight. Okay. All right. So let's just talk some basics. So when we apply oils, how do we know they're working? How fast are they working? How do they get in our system? All of those kinds of things. Hey. Okay. So when I apply an oil, all right. So I've got some roller bottles here that I've made different things, but I also have straight oils as well. Let's see. Okay. So when I apply an oil neatly, okay, that means with no carrier oil. Neatly means no carrier oil. Directly to my skin. You're applying it topically, right? This would be neatly or with a carrier oil, right? And it's going to be 26 seconds. It's going to be found in, I think it's 7 of your major organs. 26 seconds. It's amazing how fast it works, okay? That is just a really good reminder of why I don't use traditional medication, okay? Because I don't have all day to wait around and wait for things to work. When my kid has a hard time breathing, right? I don't want to be like, oh, just wait. We'll just take this pill and like it'll work like tomorrow. It'll be great. Like, no, right? As a mom, you're like, no, I need it to work like 2 minutes ago. So I'm going to roll Raven on his chest. It's going to help open up his sinuses and his lungs and everything because like specifically one of my sons has asthma and we don't have to use his inhaler anymore. It's amazing. I love being able to use it so quickly whenever I want it and it's on hand all the time. So anyway, so applying topically is going to be 26 seconds on your wrists, anywhere that you can apply it. Now here's the key. Where do we apply oil? Obviously you're going to want to apply it to the area that you're needing it. So if it's a headache, like Deborah's talking about, then you're going to apply it right to your sinuses, wherever the headache is, right up here, whatever it may be. You don't ever want to apply oils to your eyes or in your ears, okay? That's always a given, right? But let's just say we want to get oils in our system in general. So let's talk about Thieves, right? Talking about the LLP blend, which is the allergy blend that I absolutely love. It's like one of my favorite blends ever. So easy to use, and I like literally use it for perfume and things all the time. Diffusing that baby all the time. Anyway, so if I'm just wanting to apply oils in general to get in my system, Thieves, LLP, whatever it may be, Valor, things like that, you're going to want to find the places that have the thinnest skin, okay? Because that's going to encourage the absorption of it even quicker. Hey, Teresa. So let's talk about some thin places to apply oils. Our wrists. That's why a lot of times you're going to see people putting oils on their wrists. I like to apply it and then rub it together, right? And then I'll take a deep breath, right? Because it's going to get into our system even faster, right? Within 3 to 5 seconds, it can be found in the brain if you're inhaling the oil, right? If you're smelling it in 3 to 5 seconds, 26 seconds if it's on your skin. And then obviously the third way is what? To ingest it internally using veggie capsules, adding it into your water, whatever it may be. Cooking is amazing with all of the oils as well. So thinnest skin, I'm going to say my wrists, back of the ears, right? The back of the ears, and I like to go all the way down. All the way down. It's that vein that's open right there. Really good. I like doing that for earaches, any of those kind of things. The back, on your back in general is good, but down your spine is a really good way to absorb the oils, as well as the bottom of your feet. I know that sounds crazy, but really that's actually a hack. Let me tell you why. The bottom of your feet's going to help absorb oils into your system very fast, right? But this is a really good way if you are really not feeling a specific oil, right? So let's just say you get Valor. And when I first smelled Valor, I was like, oh girl, like really? I don't want to put this on my body, right? It was not my favorite scent, right? But I was like, oh, but I really need Valor. Valor is amazing. And now Valor is like one of my very, very favorite oils. Okay. But so if in that situation, I didn't want to apply the oil because it didn't smell very good, or maybe that you're going to work in a situation that you can't really have oils on you all the time, right? Put it on your feet, bottom of your feet. Okay, roll it on the bottom of your feet, give it a second, and then just put on your socks. It's going to absorb in your system super quick, about the 26 seconds, right? But it's also going to be, kept contained as far as the scent. So don't ever be like, oh gosh, I can't use that oil because I don't like diffusing it because it doesn't smell good, or I don't like applying it. Put it on the bottom of your feet. If you need the oil, you need the oil, okay? And you put it in your diffuser, apply it with something else, right? Make a roller bottle blend. Let's say you have the Valor that you really need and you really like lavender. Put some drops of lavender in there. Don't not use an oil just because you don't like the scent. And here's some research on it. I'm a big nerd about all the research. Research says that if you find an oil that hey Marilyn, that if you really are just like, oh my gosh, I do not like the scent of that oil. I just don't like, there's something about it I just don't like. Research says that your body needs it. And what's happening is your brain is saying, oh, that's really potent. And it's having that it's like, I don't know how to use that oil yet because it's something that you really need. I know that makes no sense at all. Just take my word for it. Okay. All right. So those are the top 3 ways how to use oils, right? Applying them topically, 26 seconds, right? Smelling them. So whether we're diffusing or we're just rolling it on the bottom of our nose and letting it breathe in, we're taking a deep breath of it. That's going to be in our brain within 3 seconds. 3 seconds, okay? We don't have to wait for meds to take 24 hours or whatever to activate, right? Again, apply the oil wherever you need it. So if you're having heartburn, you're going to use Digest. You're going to put it diluted in a roller bottle, right? And then you're just going to roll it right on your chest. That's what you need. Tummy Tamer, same thing, right? You're going to use Digest and a little bit of peppermint, I love, because it actually helps it. Fill the rest of the carrier oil. You're going to run it right over your stomach. Amazing, right? I mean, that's where you're going to put it. Your stomach is hurting. You're going to put it on there. So that's how you use oils. Those are the top 3, okay? Let's talk about for a second Thieves Oil, okay? We're going to talk about the oil, but we're also going to talk about the whole line of Thieves. Hey, Sharon. So Thieves is what Young Living is known for. Now, Young Living is known for quite a few other things as well. The purity and the potency of their oils, right? They are the world leader of essential oils. Are they safe when you're pregnant? Absolutely, Deborah. There are a few oils that you probably should avoid, okay? And I'll talk about that in a second. And it's not because they're unhealthy, but because they're going to cause some other things to happen. One example of that is clary sage, okay? If you start using a lot of clary sage at the end of your pregnancy, it's going to actually get things moving. And so if you don't want that to happen yet, probably should avoid clary sage. It doesn't mean that they're unhealthy. It doesn't mean that it's going to hurt the baby, any of those things. But these oils are meant for a purpose, right? Health purposes, to aid in all kinds of situations. So it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Does that make sense? Okay. So yes, absolutely safe during pregnancy. That's a great question, Deborah. Okay. So going back to Thieves really quick here. So Thieves is the heart and soul of Young Living, in my opinion, okay? Thieves is amazing. Let's talk about Thieves if you've never heard of Thieves before, okay? Thieves Oil. I'm in my office, so I'm just grabbing what I have over here. There we go. Okay, so Thieves Oil is game changer, okay? if you've never heard of the story of how Thieves got its name, because that is a crazy name if you've never heard of it before. You're just like, why would someone name an oil Thieves? Let me tell you the story because it's going to blow your mind. Okay, so back in the day of the plague, okay, everybody was sick of the plague. It was spreading. Everyone was dying from the plague, right? It was a horrible time. I feel like a little bit similar time right now, but we're not going to say that. Okay, so everybody was dying from the plague. What was happening was there was this group of thieves that were going into the houses of the people that were dying or the dead, right? And they were stealing all this stuff. And at first the police were like, okay, they're going to die. Clearly they're going to get the plague, so we're not even going to do anything. But they didn't, okay? They kept stealing things more and more. They weren't dying off. And so we're like, how are they surviving going into these places where the people are dying that they have the plague, yet they're not getting sick? They didn't understand. So finally they ended up catching them. And they said, here's the deal. Like, we can lessen your sentence, like not put you to death, if you give us the blend of whatever you're doing to keep yourself, still living and not getting sick of the plague. And they said, okay. So what they did is they handed over what they were using. What the thieves were using were herbs, spices, oils in a blend, and they were actually bathing in it at night. They were also putting it on their masks before they went into the people's houses that they were stealing. Okay, that's how they weren't getting sick from the plague. From the plague, not the flu, the plague. Okay, so let's just say I love Thieves. Okay, Thieves is super versatile. Okay, what does it do in your system? Let's talk about that. The oil, I'm talking about the oil itself. I'll talk about the line of products in just a second, okay? We're just talking about the Thieves Oil. It's going to boost your immune system. Let me just tell you some facts on this, okay? Because again, I'm a big old nerd, okay? All right, so let's just talk just diffusing Thieves. Just diffusing Thieves, okay? It's actually going to kill 97% of the microorganisms in the air. What? Right? Like, if I can sanitize or clean my air by all the gunk that my kids are bringing in and my husband's bringing in from the store and everywhere, right? If I can help sanitize or clean the air of all the microorganisms, heck yes, right? I'm just like, that's mind-blowing. And the longer that you diffuse it, the more area that it's going to cover, okay? So most of you, if you already have oils, have the Desert Mist diffuser. And I love my Desert Mist. I don't know if I can bring it over here for a second. Okay, love my Desert Mist. It covers 323 feet. Let's see. A little bit snug. I'm in my office, so 323 feet. Okay, this guy's a beast. I love him. And yes, it's a him. Some people call him their hers. Whatever you want to name him. Okay. He's amazing. Covers 323 feet. If you diffuse Thieves longer, it's going to cover more feet. And again, that depends on how many doors are open in your home and things like that. But it's a beast, okay? If you look up a lot of the ones online, you're like, oh, that's like a 500 milliliter one. Like, it's going to cover more space. Nah, don't be getting no other of the diffusers, okay? Why? Because these diffusers are made medical grade. Okay, if you use a Young Living oil in another diffuser, right, a Walmart diffuser, and if you have some of those, cool. Here's the deal, let me warn you. These oils are really potent, okay? If you start to smell plastic or burning, that's what's happening because these oils are meant to eat away at all the germs and toxins and chemicals. That's what's happening, okay? Anyway, so when you use a Young Living diffuser, it's going to cover 323 feet. Some of them are even bigger, which are amazing. This guy runs 3 different settings, 8, 9, and a 10-hour setting. 10-hour setting is 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Runs 10 hours. What do I think? I think about 6 sick kids in their room, and I think about it running all night long and helping them sleep. I think about all day in my living room when I'm trying to like kill the germs in the room because it's all crazy, right? Especially if like one kid's sick and you're like, it's only time, the rest are going to get it. No, right? I'm all about it, right? And I'm like thievesing everybody up and I'm diffusing and I'm using the Thieves cleaner and I'm on it, okay? Like, no. So anyway, this is the Desert Mist diffuser, changes 11 different colors. I love that you can turn it on to a candlelight feature as well, even though it freaks out my husband if I put it up against a wall because he'll be like, there's a fire. No, it's just the candlelight feature. It's okay. He's so freaked out. Here's what I like as a mom. This baby's beautiful, right? plastic, okay? Medical grade plastic. I don't know how many times this has been knocked over and like there's a piece that connects it right here. You just pop it back together, okay? If y'all have kids, y'all have animals, okay? We need something that's a little bit sturdy, okay? This one is. Love it. Okay, so we talked about diffusing thieves in our house. Let's talk about applying thieves to our bodies, right? Let's say I wanted to make a roller bottle of thieves. I'm just going to walk you through it super quick. This is the pure oil. This is the neat oil, okay? So let's say I wanted to make a 5 milliliter roller bottle, okay? First of all, I never throw away any empty oil bottles. Never, 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 never. Why? Because I can use a roller bottle filament that you can get from Young Living. Yes, you can order them from Amazon. Don't do it. It's going to be too loose on the roller bottle and it's going to leak. Don't do that. You can get a roller bottle filament. Okay, if it's the 5 milliliters, the 15, whatever you got, it's going to be covered, okay? So let's just say that I'm making a roller bottle of one of these. Let's just say it's a glass roller bottle. I can give you the link. You can order off Amazon. You want to make sure that it's glass and you want to make sure that it's dark colored. Why? Because if you're going anywhere outside of the house or where the sunlight is going to get to this roller bottle, you're going to want to make sure it's protected. If the sunlight gets to it too much, it's going to take away all the properties. Don't do that. Okay, so make sure it's a darker one, amber glass, any of those kind of things are really good. Anyway, so it's a 5 milliliter roller bottle. I usually just use the rule of thumb, okay, which is it's a 5 milliliter, I'm going to do 5 drops. If I'm making a specific blend, I might divide up the drops between them. You're not going to overdo on oils. Let me be clear on that, okay? The body absorbs what it needs, and it's going to pee out everything else. I know that sounds graphic, and I'm really sorry, but if you're a mom, that's not graphic. So if it's a 5 milliliter, I'm going to add 5 drops. Okay, don't overdo it because then you're going to waste your oils. And this is one of the ways that I love using oils and saving money. Okay, this bottle of Thieves, if I don't use a whole bunch in the diffuser, it's going to last me a long time if I just use roller bottles. Okay, so roller bottle, 5 drops, and then fill the rest with a coconut carrier oil. Okay. Amazon, y'all. Amazon, okay? And a pump bottle, super easy. You want it fractionated, which means it's going to stay in liquid form, right? This guy will last you forever. You're going to fill up some roller bottles, okay? Let's say you make 2 or 3 of these, right? Where are you going to put them? 1 in your purse, 1 upstairs in your bedroom, 1 in your kids' room, right? Here's what I do. I do a lot of rule of thumb of floors. So I have, I've got my main floor, which is where my kitchen is. I've got upstairs in my bedroom, so I've got a whole stash in my bedroom. I don't keep full bottles of oil in my bedroom. I don't. And I don't keep them in my kitchen area either. Most of the time, what are you going to find is roller bottles because I want my kids to be able to have access to them and not use the pure oil because then they're just, for me, are just wasting it. Like, don't blow your oils, okay? And then if they, take it and lose it, then I'm not going to have a whole heart attack, But yeah, so I have roller bottles everywhere in my house, y'all. Okay, and they know on each floor where the oils go, where the roller bottles go. I'm going to use the roller bottle. I'm going to put it back, right? When my littles were littler, they're still littles. Then what I did was I gave them the oils, right? They can't overdo it. They're super safe, and I wanted them to feel independent about using them. So what I did is, I don't have one. Okay, it's the Q-tip travel tins, right? The little plastic ones. And I made 5 milliliter rollers, right? And then I labeled them with pictures. Super cute, right? So the tummy tamer one, I did like a little kid with his like tummy, like, ooh, like it was so cute. And then I did some other ones. It was super cute. But I just did images, right? Of what they were. And I put them in a little one and I labeled it baby's room, right? And they're always going to be babies, whatever. But so they could go to them. They could use the roller bottle. They applied it on the tummy tamer. They did whatever they needed to do, and they had it. So my teens have their own. They keep in their backpack when they go to school and whatever. It's so great to know that my kids know what to use, and they can feel independent in using it. I don't have to worry about like, oh, I sent meds with my kid to school and now I've got to like sign a paper or whatever. I don't have to worry about any of that, which is super great. It really forces for independence and all of that. So it was really easy. Hey, Brittany. It was so cute when my littles, whenever their stomach hurt or their head hurt or whatever, one of my littles would come up and say, Mom, I need oils. I need oils, Mom. I need oils. Yes, you do, buddy. Okay. Yeah, let's find the roller for you. Okay. So roller bottles, okay? You have to use roller bottles because it's going to save you a lot of money, and it's going to extend the use of the oils because you don't need that much. You don't need a full bottle rolling on, okay? And actually, by using the coconut carrier oil, or carrier oil in general, you're actually going to help the absorption into your skin. I know I'm a big nerd, okay, but here's the facts, okay? Let's just say I applied the oils directly neat, as opposed to rolling it on with a carrier oil. What happens is, the essential oils are very, very small molecules. Very, very small, which is amazing, actually, because they can break the blood-brain barrier, which we can talk about in a minute. We want them to be small, but here's the deal. When we apply it with a carrier oil, that's actually bigger molecules than the essential oils. So it's going to spread out better, right? It's going to be a bigger coverage area, but it's also going to help the absorption rate as well, which is really what we want. We want it in our system getting and going, okay? All right, so when I apply Thieves topically, it's going to help boost my immune system. It's going to help my kids boost their immune system. So just like we were talking about, you know, like that one kid gets sick, and then you're like, oh, great. Am I coughing? Am I sick? Are you coughing? What's going on? Like, everybody's like, oh, no, right? It's all coming on. It's not like that anymore. It really isn't for me. I make roller bottles at Thieves. You can make immunity blends that add a few extra oils. Those are a little bit more advanced. If you want to get there, if you want the blend, let me know. It contains like oregano and lemon and some other really, really, really potent good stuff. But just start with Thieves, okay? Thieves is amazing. It's going to boost your immune system. So that's applying it topically. How else can you use Thieves, okay? Thieves you can use internally, okay? So let's talk, let's see. Let's talk Vitality as opposed to this bottle, okay? So this is actually Digest, but do you see how it's a white label as opposed to the other one's a darker label, like a solid label, we'll call it, okay? One is a white label, one is a solid label, okay? So what's the difference and why? So this one's Thieves, this one's Thieves. Guess what? They're the same oil. It's really exciting, I know. Okay, why do they have two different labels? Because the FTC, FCC, there we go, CC, said, look, okay, y'all, I don't like what you're doing. I don't like that you can use oils for everything. I don't like that you can use them for so many different uses when you're sick. I don't like that you can add it to your food. I don't like that you can do too many things. And there's not a clear enough explanation on how to use them on your label because there's so many different uses, right? So they actually made Young Living say, okay, look, these ones are for internal use. It's called a Vitality oil, okay? And these ones are not. They're the exact same oil, okay? All right, so technically, whenever I'm talking about internal use or putting them in foods and drinking and baking and all different things, then I'm talking about a Vitality oil. Okay, so anyway, how do I use Thieves internally? Yes, you can put them in a veggie capsule. Yes, you can make Thieves tea. You can make whatever you want with it. It doesn't matter, okay? I'll talk, not tonight because I'm going to run out of time, but one of the ways that I talk about when I talk about like a baking cooking class with oils is a toothpick method, okay? Amazing. And I would definitely start with that with Thieves because Thieves is very, very potent, okay? Pretty much, I'll just tell you, pretty much you stick a toothpick in the middle part. I don't know if you can see that. There's a hole in the middle, okay? It's not actually where the oils come out, okay? But it's for the toothpick method, all right? So you're going to stick the toothpick in there, you swirl it around, and then you roll it in your tea, your coffee, your hot chocolate, whatever it may be. And that's going to be a smaller portion of it. There are, good question, Kathy. How many drops in a veggie capsule? Hang on one second. So when you put it in your tea like that, it's going to be a lot less potent, okay? And there's actually measurements when we talk about the, there's cooking oils, right? There's fennel, there's cumin, there's thyme, there's all of the cooking oils the same way, and that's what I use too. Not a cooking class, but there is a conversion chart. Okay, so it says, you know, the recipe says add 1 teaspoon of thyme oil or whatever. One of the measurements is the toothpick method. So anyway, all right, so yes, you can use it internally, all those things. Here's what I will tell you. I don't have any over here. Instead of making your own veggie capsule with Thieves, you can absolutely do whatever you want to do, especially in your desperate place. I had another oiler this week. She's like, I don't have, and I'm going to explain this product in a second. What else can I do? And I'm like, well, order it and get it as soon as you can. But in the meantime, make a veggie capsule, okay? It depends on how big your veggie capsule is. It's really not a right or wrong. The only thing I'll say is that because Thieves is super potent, some people get a little bit of heartburn. Some people burp up a little bit of Thieves. Really, a hack around that is to add a carrier oil in the veggie capsule. And if you can make it ahead of time, freeze it. It's actually going to help dissolve in a different part of the stomach, so you don't have that. But here's what I'll tell you. Here's a hack. If you really are needing Thieves internally, you're just like, oh my gosh, I got sick with something and like I don't even know what's going on. I need it to be like gone yesterday, right? Or some other big sickness that's going around maybe. I would definitely suggest ordering a supplement that's called Inner Defense. Inner Defense. What it is it's a veggie capsule, pretty much. It's like a little, you know, like a vitamin E oil, like that kind of consistency. It has Thieves, it has oregano, it has all the things, okay, to boost your immune system that already has the Thieves and it's already pre-made. And I'm all about pre-made if I can, because I don't got any time, right? So I keep Inner Defense, and of course it's over there, with me at all times. Like I always have Inner Defense. That's one of the things I never run out of. But I also, it's not my first go-to. If it's like, meh, I got a little cough. Meh, I got this. I'm not going to go to Inner Defense. Inner Defense for me and for my family is when, holy, I don't know what I got, but I got something bad, right? And the protocol for that for my family is 2 in the morning, 2 at night, 2 in the afternoon if you can. Within a day, maybe 2, you're going to notice a huge difference, okay? One of the examples, just really fast, sorry, I love Inner Defense. It's one of my favorite ones. I do foster care and adoption, and we had a foster placement come to us. She hadn't seen a dentist in a very long time, you know, which is pretty normal in our world, of just kids not being taken care of. And she explained that she actually had some teeth pain. And I was like, okay, what's going on? She's like, oh, I got this one and this one, and it hurts really bad. So I looked at it. It actually was an abscess in both of the places, 2 different abscess, and she'd been dealing with it for a while. And I knew that abscesses just, oh, they hurt so bad. And I'm like, oh, girl. So, of course, I'm calling the dentist, like, hey, can we get in an emergency or, like, whatever? And they're like, girl, I'm so full right now, like, we don't know. And so we'll get you in as soon as we can. So I keep calling every day. In the meantime, what am I doing? It's an infection, right? Anytime it's an infection, this is my protocol. I'm going to use Inner Defense. I'm also going to use Thieves as a roller as well. I gave her 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Calling. By the 3rd day, they said, okay, fine, you can come in at 11 or whatever. So we brought her in. And she'd been taking the 2 in the morning, 2 at night. So the dentist hurries in there and gets in there. He's like, what am I looking at again? I'm like, oh yeah, she's got an abscess right here and an abscess like right here. It's like really bad. And he looks at her and he looks at me and he looks at her and he's like, there's nothing here, ma'am. Like he was pissed off at me. Let me tell you, he was pissed off at me as I was calling every single day. Okay. There was nothing there. Okay. The infection had gone away. I love Inner Defense. Okay. If you need something that's like hardcore, Inner Defense. Okay. All right, so that one does talk about Thieves as well. All right, so that's the Thieves Oil. Love it, love it, love it. That's definitely one of my must-have lists, okay? It's something that I have on my subscribe and save all the time. I am never going to run out of Thieves, okay? So that's just how I am as a mom, because I know that it's going to be something that's a mandatory thing. I don't run out of Thieves. I don't run out of Super B. I don't run out of Inner Defense. I don't run out of Deep Relief, mainly for my hubby. I don't run out of Valor. Those are pretty much my go-tos that I have to have, like at all times. Yes, I have so many more oils that I use a lot, but those are my go-tos. Okay, let's talk about the Thieves line really quick, okay? Because I absolutely love it. Do I have one over here? No, of course not. All right. Sorry, I had to deal with a bunch of kiddo stuff tonight. All right, so this is not Thieves Cleaner that you can buy at the store. This is the one I've made that I have at my desk, okay? And I give these away at vendor events and stuff. Thieves All-Purpose Cleaner is game changer. That's one of the other ones I don't run out of too. Sometimes I come up with that list and it's like a lot of things. Okay, so Thieves All-Purpose Cleaner has the Thieves Oil in it, right? But it also has a few other things too, which is 100% all natural. Love it. You can actually drink it. Guys, This one product saves my family probably $400 to $500 a year. Let me be clear. Yes, I want to use less chemicals, and I want to, go in a non-toxic journey. I want to help my family heal. Yes. But let me just tell you first, I am a cheapskate. Okay? I was an extreme couponer. Like, I'm a mom of 6. Like, it's got to make sense money-wise for me, okay? All the other things are great too, and those are a priority for me. But I am a cheapskate, okay? So this is one of the ways that I literally save my household so much money. Thieves All-Purpose Cleaner can be used to replace every single cleaner in your home, okay? Yes, fleas on cats, yes. So it can be replaced with every cleaner in your home, okay? 100% all natural. It comes in a bottle like this big. Of course, it's over there. And you only need 1 capful for an entire spray bottle of water. I just buy empty spray bottles. I label them Thieves, fill them up with water, 1 capful of the Thieves cleaner, and you're set. And I literally label on there, upstairs bathroom, downstairs bathroom, like whatever, but somehow my children still, I find in the basement, my bathroom cleaner. Like, I don't know, whatever. But they're all the same cleaner, and they're super easy to replace. The kids can replace them or refill them. They're 100% safe for animals, cats, dogs, whatever. It still has that same cleaning power as Thieves. Actually, they've done a lot of research on it, and it actually cleans better than bleach. If you need statistics on that, or like research or any of that stuff, you hit me up, girl, because I'm all about the statistics and the facts. I love it. Thieves All-Purpose Cleaner needs to be in your home like yesterday. On my subscribe and save, I don't run out. The average household is about 1 bottle every 6 months. It's really hard to predict how many, like, what are you cleaning, all those things. The other thing I'll say new this just like 2 months ago, I think, Thieves Scrub. It's for kitchen and for bathrooms. Really, really good. It's like $14. That will last you like forever, because you really only need like a little bit. And then it's like a little bit of a powdery scrub, add a little bit of water, rub it on everything. I love doing them in my sinks because my sinks are gross because I have little boys, but they get in that like really grossness. Anyway, so I put on the sprinkle, I put in with water, mix it up, rub it on there. I go off and do everything else. I come back, I take it off. It's shining. And I'm like, yes, thank you. It looks like I spent hours cleaning, but I did not. Anyway, so that's Thieves All-Purpose Cleaner. There's so many more Thieves products, but I'm not going to go into all of them tonight. Thieves toothpaste, hands down amazing. Oh my gosh, what else? Thieves hand soap, Thieves mouthwash, Thieves mints, Thieves lozenges. Oh my gosh, I love the Thieves lozenges. Love those. Keep on hand because you just never know when you're going to need them, especially when I'm traveling. I keep the lozenges with me in my purse too, because even when I'm out and doing something, I can just get a cup of hot water and I drop a Thieves lozenges in there, Thieves tea, like immediately, and it's amazing. Okay, so that's all I'm going to talk about for Thieves. Love. That's how I boost immune system. That's how I save money by doing roller bottles, all the things. Oils you can use for fleas on cats. I will have to look that up specifically because it's a cat and not a dog. I'm really more specializing in dog stuff, but I will get back to you on that, Judith. I'll post it later, okay? Okay, so how can you get started, or how do you continue with Young Living, and what you need to know? So, big changes within the last 6 months that are amazing. Hey, Kate. So now Young Living has, instead of Essential Rewards, they have Subscribe and Save. Now, if you are on Amazon and you do Subscribe and Save, it's the exact same scenario. And this household loves some Amazon, okay? Anything that I can get on auto shipment and I don't have to think about it again and it just shows up at my door, I'm all about it, okay? So, same thing with Young Living. I can go in there and I can say, oh my God, like I cannot run out of Thieves. I'm going to set it to every 3 months, let's say. And maybe you do a 5 milliliter bottle. You do a 15. Okay, great. Set it up for every 3 months. Rock star. Okay, what else do I need? I need my Thieves All-Purpose Cleaner. I'm going to set that up for every 3 months just to get a stock up, and then maybe I'll adjust it later. You can change it anytime you want, just like you can with Amazon. Super easy. Guys, when you put at least one item on Subscribe and Save, you are guaranteed your 24%. Your 24% off as a customer member. Until you remove that item. One item. Let me tell you, the cheapest item that I can think of is the lip balm, which let me tell you, I was kind of like, at first I was like, okay, lip balm. Really? Okay. But no. Okay. Literally my freaking favorite, okay? I love all of their lip balms. They are game changers. One of the new ones from the last Christmas thing is from Citrus Frost. Haha, it's out of stock because it's so popular. But when it comes back in, y'all better get it, okay? I would suggest getting this one. I would also suggest doing lavender because you can use it for all kinds of different things. I know moms with new babies, lavender lip balm. Now, they label it, before I tell you this, okay? They label it, and I do have some on hand. I love it. They label it differently, okay? They're not using it on their lips and this, okay? Let me be clear. But moms, new moms, they will use it as their diaper rash cream, okay? Because it comes in a nice little stick. Just it has lavender, so it's healing. There's so many purposes. Anyway, point is, you can do a lip balm and subscribe and save. That's it. Guys, this is like $4, I think. I know that's a lot for lip balm, but nah, don't say nothing until you try it, okay? It's freaking amazing. Okay, so set this up on subscribe and save. You now get the 24% off. You can get it delivered up to, so you can do monthly, 2 months, or 3 months. Get this lip balm delivered to you every 3 months. You are guaranteed 24% off for as long as you want to keep that on there. As long as you have one item on subscribe and save, you're going to get the 24% off. Now, if you do an order of $50 every month, you're going to start getting some points. Okay, that's where it gets really exciting. I love me some points. If I'm going to be spending this money anyway, if I'm going to be getting my laundry detergent and my Thieves cleaner and everything else that I would be buying at Walmart anyway, but I'm getting it through Young Living, knowing that it's 100% all natural, like, yes, and then I get percentages back, and I get to spend those points too, like, I'm okay with that, right? Yeah. So what happens is when you get points, let's say you spend $50 every month, okay? You're going to start earning, I have to look at it again. I think it's 10% for the first 3 months back, right? And then it jumps to 20% for the next chunk of months. And then it goes up to 25% back. Okay? So let's just say you place a $100 order. Let's just say you get $25 back in points. Okay? Those points, those loyalty points, you can spend on whatever you want, really. There's a few things you can't get with it. But spend it on whatever you want. Okay? Save up your points for Christmas. Save up your points for something that you've really been wanting to purchase, but you haven't been able to purchase it yet. I just got some brand new of the skincare line that I absolutely love, just out of points. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Points, right? And I love it. So anyway, if you're going to do a purchase, I would definitely do that. And if you spend over $100, you get free shipping. I'm all about me some free shipping because you know I love me some Amazon. Okay, so that is subscribe and save. Do it, do it, do it, do it. You need to do it. Okay, let's see. I'm running out of time, I know. Okay, we talked about the basics, how to use oils, roller bottles, all different kinds of things. We talked about why Young Living is amazing because of their 100% purity level. Let me be clear on a few things, okay? Like, I know I'm nerdy and I can tell you all the facts, okay? If you need more information, you just let me know, okay? But Young Living is the best because they actually control their farms. So that's not the case on all the other essential oil companies, okay? What happens is Young Living grows the specific product. So let's just say it's thyme, right? Thyme. And then that specific farmer picks the thyme exactly on time. I know, sorry. At the perfect time. And then he diffuses it or he makes it. And then Young Living bottles it, right? So throughout that whole process, Young Living is in charge, meaning that there has been no pesticides, nothing used on that ground, on that product the entire time. They actually use oils as pesticides, right? That's it. Heck yes, right? No other pesticides, no other chemicals to make it grow faster, any of those things. And here's the cool part too, is that Young Living only uses the top 30% of their distillation. Okay, top 30%. Think about this. Think about a tea bag. Okay, when you put it in that first cup of tea, oh, it's strong, it's potent, it's delicious, right? Second cup, meh. Third cup, you're just like, I should probably get a new tea bag, right? That's exactly how it is with Young Living. They want to make sure that they're getting the top, best product. That's why they only use the top 30%. Now, here's the cool part. You can actually find in some of the research that Young Living is actually selling the rest of it to other essential oil companies. How interesting is that, right? They're getting our secondhand products. Yuck, right? Okay, so that's why Young Living is amazing. Again, if you need more information on that, that's great. Oh, the other thing is that you don't have to get a starter kit to start anymore. I know that it was kind of confusing for some people in the past. You had to get a starter kit to be able to start ordering. That's not the case anymore. If you have any questions about any specific product you want to order, cool. And if you want to, like, you're like, I don't know about the ordering system, it gets me kind of confused, let me know. I can actually create a specific link for you. Anybody can, that just has a cart that goes specifically for Thieves all-purpose cleaner, right? I have so many people that order Thieves. They love, love, love their Thieves. So whatever that may be for you, just let me know. Supplements. Let's talk about supplements for just a minute, and I promise I'm almost done. Okay, so again, I'm in my office, and I keep these like next to me at all times. This is Super B. If you, let's see how I want to word this. If you're a woman who, and men can use it too, okay? But if you're a woman who is tired or doesn't have any energy, feels like you're unmotivated, would like some help with your hair growth and nail growth, oh my gosh, like so many different things. It is cardiovascular health, like all kinds of things. You need some Super B, okay? Let me tell you my story about Super B. So I heard about Super B and I was like, okay, energy. Okay, right, whatever. I mean, we all need some energy. Okay, just drink another cup of coffee, right? Nah, right? This is like a different kind of energy. And this is not like, oh, drink a Red Bull energy. Let me be clear. That's not that, okay? Because nobody needs any of that. Yuck. But what happens is actually the research says that, I think it's like 80 some odd % of women are low on at least 2 to 3 of their B vitamins, okay? And so what happens in our body is when we're low on specific vitamins, but specifically B vitamins, that actually contributes to our mood, to our skin, to our energy level, to so many different things. And nobody really knows that they're low on B, right, until they get like blood work done. You don't know just on average. And so the average person is super low. What happens is with Super B, it has all the B vitamins, which is amazing. But the really cool part about Young Living supplements is that they're actually made with essential oils. Of course, right? Because it's an essential oil company. But why is that important? Because it actually changes the absorption rate of the supplement. Okay? Here's the research. You know, I'm a nerd. You go to Walmart, right? Let's say you find some sort of multi-B vitamin something, right? Let's say you start taking it. Okay? The average supplement that you can buy at Amazon, Walmart, CVS, whatever, only has an absorption rate of around 20%. When I learned that, I was really pissed off, okay? Because I'm paying for like supplements and it's not really doing nothing for me, okay? If I'm gonna have to take something, I wanna make sure it's working, right? That made me upset. So 20%, the rest of it is being peed out because it's not absorbed easily. Okay, when we apply oils to any of the supplements of Young Living has, it jumps the absorption rate to around 80 to 90%. What? Right? If I'm going to have to take a supplement, I want to make sure it's absorbing, right? I want to make sure it's actually working in my system. And so that is the case with Super B as well as all the other supplements, which is great. Anyway, let me tell you my story. So I was like, okay, my friend's like, yeah, you should try Super B. And I'm like, not really supplement person. I'm just like, you know, whatever. I mean, yeah, I need energy, but okay, fine. So I'll try it, right? So I take it for a month, right? And I did see, you know, an increase in energy. I was like, okay, and my mood was kind of better. I was like, okay, whatever. So by the end of the month, I run out, right? And I'm like, I don't really need to order it again. It's really not that big of a deal. I didn't notice anything, right? Guys, I stopped taking it, and I didn't notice how much of a difference it was making for me. I stopped taking it, and I didn't order it again. Within 3 days, like, everything was like, ooh. And I was like, ooh, okay, I didn't realize it was that much of a difference of energy. I literally was calling Wendy, right? I was calling my girls, and I was like, please tell me you have a bottle of Super B. Please tell me, where do you want to meet? Like, I made it almost like a drug meetup. It was horrible. I was like, because I'm not going to be able to get it in enough time. But I needed my Super B, and, like, even my husband was like, what's going on? Like, you're just a little bit more... You're moody lately. Like, he didn't want to get his, you know, head eaten off. And so he was trying to be nice. But yeah, I was extra moody. I was definitely less energy of just like perkiness of like in the morning go, you know. And yeah, even my hair, I could tell a difference, everything. So again, I challenge you to get a bottle, try it out, and then stop taking it if you dare. But I would definitely order another bottle before you do that though. Anyway, I don't run out of that one as well. It's one of the ones I don't run out of. Okay, Guys, so many different things. I could go on forever. I'm going to open up for questions because I could go in so many different ways for that. Okay, where can I get some lip balm that you have on hand? Yes, I can actually send you the link for it too. I'll send you a message about that, Judith. It's amazing. They have so many different kinds. Grapefruit, lavender, gosh, cinnamon, like any of them. They're really, really good. And of course, they're made with oils too, which is great. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Is there an oil in your kit that you don't know how to use? Or that you have on hand, maybe, that you don't know how to use? I love those kind of questions because I'll be like, oh, girl, what? You're not using that one? Like, what do you mean you're not using it? Okay, opening for questions. I could talk forever. You guys know that. Oh, my God. Let's see. Okay, question there. What is your favorite oil and why? Ooh, good question. Okay, so I have a lot of favorite oils because they're for different uses, right? I would say recently my top favorite oils are Valor. Love it. And I love Abundance. Abundance is really, really good. I always love eucalyptus. That's always like my first oil. I love eucalyptus. Did you know that Young Living has 4 different kinds of eucalyptus? They're 4 different kinds of plants. It's amazing. I love it. So, do they have it all to help with headache all the time? Yes, Deborah. Thank you. So sorry. Oh, my golly. Okay, so here's what I'll tell you. I would start with peppermint as a headache one. And again, putting in a roller bottle. It's going to last you forever. Let me see. Yes. So I would start with peppermint oil, okay? If that's something that's not helping, then you can definitely move to different oils. I always start with peppermint, though. It's really good oil for that as well. Also, peppermint's really good for temperature regulation, we'll say. So, like, as you get older and you get a little bit warmer sometimes, this one's amazing. Also, for kiddos that get sick and get a little warm, this is actually going to help regulate their body temperature, which is awesome. Okay, so I would start with peppermint. Then... Okay, no problem, Deborah. Yes, so peppermint, and then I would do Pan Away. If that one's not working, then you can definitely go up from there. There's a few other oils that are specializing in headaches and different things, but everybody's headache is a little bit different. So, Deborah, I will talk to you tomorrow. I'll message you, okay? I know you got to go to bed, so. Yes, okay. Any other questions tonight before I wrap up? Feel free to message me anytime. I want to make sure that you guys, feel supported and everything, in whatever is going on with you. So if you want to message me privately or not, I know that I've seen some messages saying that they just want to message privately. That's okay too. Whatever works for you. Yes, Judith, I'm giving you a giveaway. So Kathy gets the first $20 gift card because she invited the most people. Love, Kathy. So you're getting a $20 gift card to Amazon. Awesome. Let's see. And then, let's see. Do what?
Which Kathy?
Oh, you. I'm sorry. Yours. I'm sorry. She dropped off.
Wow.
Yes. I love it. Okay, I'm going to go to Wheel Decide to pick between Shelly and Judith. Okay. What to do under quarantine. I love it. Let's see. Okay, Judith and Shelly, love it. Okay, apply wheel changes. So it's like a wheel decide thing. It's so cute. I love it. Okay, so it'll decide for me because I don't know. I don't ever. Okay, Shelly, you won the other $20 gift card. Heck yeah, girl. Bummer, Judith. I'm sorry, girl. That's how it rolls. I will send you guys an electronic one tomorrow, so you guys can just immediately start spending or just apply to your balance like mine on Amazon. So yeah, I will message you guys tomorrow. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yes. So how do we get into the giveaway? Yeah, so it was people that registered before and stuff. So Yes. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Have a fabulous night. Message me if you guys have any questions. I'm happy to do that anytime, okay? Have a fabulous night, guys. Thank you. Bye, guys.